Good day Royals and welcome to the Pip stream. In this video, I will be going through some of the features with placing trades on MT5 Mobile for Android devices. Please note that there may be a slight difference in layout between the Android version versus the iOS version, but the functionality remains close to each other. With that being said, let's dive into the video created just for you. Once we're inside of MT5, we would typically have an idea of what pair we are going to place our trades on, so we can just use the mobile version to execute our trade ideas off of our analysis. It's quite possible for you to be able to do your chart layout as well as to execute on your mobile device, which some people do, but to get the larger scope of the method and system, it would be wise to use a laptop or a PC. As we would have gone over some of the functionality of MT5 in our previous video, I will be placing my first trade on this demo account, so you will see it as the market unfolds. What we will be going over in this video will be pending orders, which will cover limit orders, stop limit orders, as well as market execution orders. Now, to show your pending orders is simple, as you just have to tap this icon here and it will show up on the screen. For a refresher, we will go over the direction of each type. Let's cover the limit orders first. This will be the first option that's selected automatically. Holding and dragging your price line will change what limit type you will want to place, and as you can see, it will change based on where price is currently. Let's start with the sell limit. This just simply means that when we are looking at price, we will be expecting the current market price to go in an upward direction to activate our pending sell limit order so that we can be in that trade. I will illustrate it with the tools that are available in your quick options here. I will use a green horizontal line for our entry. If we would expect price to go bullish before going bearish, we can use a sell limit. Price would have to go up to trigger our entry, and based on our analysis, we would expect the price to fall afterwards. This would be the opposite for a buy limit. If we expect price to go bearish before going bullish, we can use a buy limit. Price would have to go down to trigger our entry, and based on our analysis, we would expect price to rise afterwards. Now, let's cover stop orders. This is where we would expect price to push itself into our pending order in a particular direction and continue in that direction. With a buy stop, we are expecting price to rise into our order and eventually continue going in that bullish trend. With a sell stop, we are expecting price to fall into our order and eventually continue going in that bearish trend. And with stop limit orders, this is a new feature that was introduced recently with MT5 to give some extra functionality. With a sell stop limit, we are expecting price to push lower beyond our entry, except with this one, we are not triggered in with the first time price passes our entry. The trade will be activated when price pulls back to our entry the second time, as we would have been expecting price to continue going bearish. With a buy stop limit, we are expecting price to push higher beyond our entry, and with this one, the trade will be activated when price pulls back to our entry the second time, as we would have been expecting price to continue going bullish. These options here allow you to adjust your stop loss as well as your target profit to where it's relevant for your trade. Also note that your adjustments will let you be aware of the amount of pips as well as the amount of US you will either lose or win on any given setup. And now we move on to market execution, which shows up when you tap this icon here. You have your two triggers, which will be your sell trigger and your buy trigger. In the center is where you will be able to adjust your lot sizing by tapping either one of the arrows. Tapping either trigger will allow you to instantly place an order on the chart that you're on with whatever position size that's shown up here. Be mindful to tuck your triggers away, as an accidental tap can put you into the markets at an unfavorable time, and you wouldn't want that. Once you have manually executed a trade, you will have to manually set your stop loss as well as your target profit. And that's essentially what you need to know about the order types at this stage. Next, I'm going to do an analysis for an investment setup, and if one is present, we will either manually take the trade or we will place pending orders for you to see. So, see you then. So, if we were to go to our charts, I'm simply going to go to AUD JPY. And after analyzing what has been going on with the market, I'm just simply going to enter a position as I would have seen this morning star right here. If we were to do a market execution, we can simply tap on this icon here. So seeing as the market has just given me an idea that price is going bullish, I can simply tap on buy. That will bring me to this window, and with the triggers down at the bottom here, I can simply tap on buy. So now you would see that that position would have been entered. Now for us to place our stop loss, you can simply tap on the entry line, and if you were to tap the SL icon, I would just drag it down below. In this case, I will risk roughly 30 pips. And if I tap on TP, I can say that I can go for roughly about 40 pips or thereabouts. Once I have decided where my entry will be, I can simply tap the arrow icon and just tap on modify. And there you have it, your orders would have been placed. So I will put my triggers away now, and then I will do a buy stop. So now I will switch from sell limit. I will tap on that icon and I will change it to a buy stop. And what I can do, I can say that when price pushes beyond this current candle, this entry would be executed. Now I can tap the SL, and I can also bring that down to where the previous one was, as well as I can tap the take profit and also place this here. Once I tap on the arrow again, it will just adjust the stop loss and the take profit for me. So I'll tap place. And that's pretty much it for this trade setup. And now, just to add one other position for the third type of order, I can now go for a buy limit. So I will tap this icon here, and I will bring this down, and now it becomes a buy limit. Again, I will tap on SL, bring this down, and I will tap on TP. Again, once I tap on the arrow and I tap on place, it will place the order for me. And that is the three types of orders we will mainly use for executing our orders. Provided that price goes below where it is currently and it goes beyond my buy limit, it will activate the order at that point in time. If it does not go below my buy limit, that order will not be activated. Once price pushes up and goes beyond my buy stop, that order will be executed. And provided that we leave the trade, let it run, and if price goes beyond to my target profit, all the active trades will be closed off. And that is the simple process for being able to place your trades on MT5 Mobile. As you would have seen, the order would have been executed. And the reason for this volatile movement is because there is a news event that is occurring currently right now. And now we can go to our trade window. And this is where you would see your figures fluctuating. Now you would realize that my balance stays at 1,000. And my equity is determined by my active trades that I have running. If any trades would be in drawdown, of course, that will go to a negative value. And if my trades have a profitable value, well, my equity will be in the positive. You will also notice the amount of margin that would be used for these positions that I have opened here, as well as the amount of free margin that would be in their account. Now we shall go to our history page. If we go to orders, you will see that these two positions would have been filled. The first one being a buy market, and the second being a buy stop, which were both filled. As well as if we go to deals, you will see all the information there. And that's pretty much it for being able to place your trades on the financial markets. Now we just have to be patient and let the markets do what they have to do. Executive Royals, and welcome back. As you can see that the trade would have been pushed to its target profit, and the only remaining order is currently just this buy limit down here. So once the trade has been executed and you have had a winning profit, you would of course see that line here. And now we can see that if we go to on our trade tab, you would have noticed that the positions are no longer there, only the buy limit. If you were to go to history, you would see that the positions would have been knocked out at their target profit. If you go to orders, you would see that you would have 4 filled positions. The 2 at the bottom, of course, being the target profit. And if you go to your deals, you will also see the information about the positions. To cancel any positions that you may have still pending, you can simply tap on the entry line, and you can simply tap on delete. And there we go. That's it for the live trade section. So I hope this video was insightful, and until the next video, I trust that you will have a splendid and awesome day, guys. Cheers.